And we are underway in Oxford, Mississippi. Grandy is brought down at about the 16-yard line for Ole Miss. Masoli, with nowhere to go, wisely throws it away out of bounds. Good pressure up front by who else but Nick Fairley. Hand off to Melvin Harris, who has a seam. Melvin Harris, ready to scoop. And Scott, Jeff Scott, touchdown. So far, Bob, against Auburn defensively. And unlike last week, when Ole Miss got off to a slow... On Washington, inside his 10. And he's got 6 on his mind. Blew a tire at the 28-yard line. Completes his first pass. Zachary. And Zachary gets a few. Let's take a look.
Pounds defensive tackle. He has to be disruptive, Mark, inside.
Newton eluding harm and fires a dart. That's going to be caught at the 39-yard line. What a grab by Cody Burns. And that's right near. Newton keeps it himself downfield, wide open at the 45-yard line. That's Emory Blake, and Blake has another Auburn Tiger first down. Newton hands it off to Michael Dyer, the true freshman. He hands it off. McCaleb, and McCaleb gets to the edge and tiptoes out of bounds at about the 22-yard line.
For Marcus Temple.
And now, Bob, we have Cody Burns out of the Wildcat formation taking the direct snap. Gus Malzahn, the offensive coordinator, creative. Burns into the end zone. Touchdown, Newton! Is there anything else he can do? Cody Burns to Cam Newton. And we're tied at 7. And
he's an unselfish guy.
First touchdown pass this year for Burns, the 11th of his career. Randy watches it bounce at the 4. Turns it back out near the 15-yard line. One weapons. Let's see what the Rebels do to counter. Masoli with a quick completion. At the 13-yard line to Melvin Harris. The play, Wendy. And 2nd and 5. Masoli complete again at the 19-yard line. Once again to Harris. And Harris...
Without a doubt, Mark, the best defensive lineman in the country.
So that's some pretty good numbers. And for the 3rd consecutive time, Masoli completes a pass to Melvin Harris. Masoli keeps it on the run. And Masoli brought down at about the 30-yard line by Josh Bynes, the starting middle linebacker. Well, tomorrow, Gene Chizik, the head coach,
false start.
Who saw the field.
74 of the offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
Just under 10 minutes to go in the first quarter. And Masoli still with the hot hand completes the pass to Jesse Grandy for 5 yards. Bob,
Masoli had 420 yards offense last week himself against Arkansas.
And Masoli has played in a lot of these big games before.
That's not a normal tailgate we saw out there in the Grove.
Here's Newton, completes the pass, and it's incomplete now. Emory Blake seemed to have it, but it's ruled incomplete. It'll be 2nd. Fires complete. He's now 4 of 5. This one out to the 32-yard line.
Against Arkansas, and here you're going to see him in a hurry-up offense.
The center, a little toss to the wide side of the field, and a lot of room for McCaleb. This looks frighteningly like LSU. Touchdown!
We've seen that before.
And the extra point good. Jesse Grandy back deep for Ole Miss. He's going to watch this go through the back of the end zone. Jeremiah Masoli will. Masoli barely snaps it and gets it off. Runs out of bounds at about the 23-yard line. Looking down an 8 for Ole Miss. Masoli keeps himself. Great lateral move. And makes it out to about the 28-yard line.
Adapt your offense to him.
And he can pass it too for the first down that time.
Jones, but Houston Nutt doing what he has to do philosophically to win the game with Masoli at quarterback.
And Masoli at quarterback doing a nice job. Very efficient out to the 49-yard line. On the handoff, nowhere to go. Back at the 46-yard line, Jeff Scott, who took it.
Has to provide great motivation.
Throws it downfield and through the hands of his intended receiver at the 35.
His mother's watching in San Francisco. You better block number 90 right here.
Down the middle of the field to Jamez Logan and a first down for the Rebels.
Remind Masoli.
Back to pass again, going into the end zone. Touchdown! Wow! Summers! Jeremiah Masoli with his 11th touchdown pass of the season. We're tied at 14. Great shot at redemption. And on the kickoff return, it's Devon Washington. And he slips and falls again, and there's a flag.
Holding. Number 92 of the return team. 10-yard penalty from the follow foul. First down.
They come out passing again, complete to Henry Blake. And Blake might have gotten about 2 on the play. Cam Newton on the toss. Caleb breaking a couple of tackles, but brought down at about the 15-yard line. Newton completes it close to the first down, and it looks like by the spot that they're going to give it to Darvin Adams.
And Cam Newton's number 3 in the country pass efficiency.
Hands it off to McCaleb. McCaleb pushed out of bounds by Matthews first quarter. On the reverse. For Zachary, Terrell Zachary gets his scoot on out to the 41-yard line, picking up another
offensive tackle.
Newton with plenty of time and through the hands of his intended receiver, incomplete. And this is his first rush of the game. Cam Newton out
of Auburn's yardage per game.
Underneath, complete, wide open. He comes right back to Blake. And Blake with a Tiger first down. Deep in. Caleb, and now on the throwback. Little trickery, blows up. Back at the 45-yard line. Caleb again. Down to
against Auburn. See if Ole Miss's defense can take advantage of it.
Newton wide open down the middle of the field. First and goal for the Tigers. Complete. Newton tries to keep it.
Because they're number 1 on the road tonight.
Newton. Bootleg. Knocked down and almost picked off. 14th play of the drive. Little receiver screen complete. Down to the 6-yard line, that off the toe of Wes Byram. And he knocks it through. Auburn leading by 3. Grandy's going to take it out. And Jesse Grandy with a nice return out to the 32-yard line.
Masoli's mother and the way she said it when they visited.
Masoli completes the pass out to the 32-yard line. His mother, Linda.
His own way here at Ole Miss.
Pass complete to Jesse Grandy. Yes, his mother, Linda. Out to the 40-yard line, Brandon. And Darius Carr back for Auburn at the 19-yard line. A low line drive punt. Goes out of bounds. Right around the 1st and 10 from the 26. Newton hands it off to McCaleb. Fumble, loose, and Ole Miss has it in Tiger territory, recovered by Jason Jones. Goes into the end zone. Incomplete. Slowly going right back to the same side, and he's picked off at the 3-yard line. Went one too many times to the well in Damon Washington. He's going to throw it, or at least had enough room to, and takes it himself. With time, and finds his man for the first down at the 17-yard line. Backfield beside the quarterback, Newton. Newton keeps it himself. And now coming in at a game below 500. Newton. Complete. And another first down at the 29-yard line. Hands it off to the freshman Dyer. And Dyer close to another first down.
In Florida, and I think Gus Malzahn said, you know what, we are not going to let them just play straight man-to-man coverage on us. And
pass incomplete. In it, 3rd and 8 for Auburn. Plenty of time for Newton. This time Adams squeezes it for the first down at the. On the reverse, this is Dyer, has some room, and the freshman picks up another Auburn first down.
There you go.
And off this time inside the 25 to Michael Dyer. Newton. Touchdown, Auburn. Adams. So after a couple of weeks of being almost dormant, the wide receivers under 7 minutes to go. This is Grandy going to take it out. Grandy pushed out of bounds at the 20-yard line.
level, switching gears tonight.
Masoli hands it off on that fly sweep to Jeff Scott, who's brought down. It's going to be ruled down before the fumble. That's a Heisman-type smile right there. Masoli, his counterpart, completes it at the 28-yard line. His journey in college football so far. And that's why schools responded. On that fly sweep, Scott. Jeff Scott with a great move and still on the loose. First down to the 32-yard line.
Probably going to Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Completion on the play, still on his feet. Markeith Summers broke a couple of tackles. Has 3 today for 53 yards. Here's Bolden. Brandon Bolden, one of our impact players.
Back look here.
That's a little different. Handed off to the first guy through. That's Brandon Bolden. Masoli keeps it, but nowhere to go. Brought down just shy of the 15-yard line. Masoli on the move. Incomplete in the end zone, out of bounds. 8 of 10 this season. And he brings the Rebels a little bit closer. See what they get done on this kickoff. Washington. And you alluded to it. They've had trouble, and they got trouble in Washington. Touchdown, Auburn! The subsequent touchdown on the kickoff return, taking the wind out of the 2-touchdown lead for #1 Auburn. Randy from the goal line. He breaks a couple tackles before being brought down to the 32-yard line, and now for our like this.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, this kid is something.
Masoli with a nice Nice run out near the 38-yard line.
It's just he hasn't had this supporting cast. I mean, he can't cover kicks.
And speaking of supporting cast, not much support on that drop. Little pistol formation here. Masoli under heat. Great improvising skills by Jeremiah Masoli. 4th and short, they're going for it. Masoli keeps it. Not sure that he got enough. Looks like they're giving him that right foot spot. Meanwhile, back in the field, Ontario McCaleb going to be brought down for about a loss. 2nd and 12. Fires a dart complete. And he had some extra heat on though.
Defensive lineman's a junior college guy.
3rd and 2, the pass complete to the edge. That's Blake. Henry Blake gets down to about the 26-yard line. Nice. Wide open and overshot his intended receiver Blake. That would have been in motion. Newton hands it off to Dyer. And Dyer brought down inside the 20. Just him now. He's turned it a beat. 3rd and 3. Open. Incomplete in the end zone. And he knocks this one right down Main Street. That Auburn team wearing the right color tonight so far. Knocked off its lofty perch, but Auburn trying to avoid that destination this week. Scott, and he continues to be on a roll. Second half underway. Tigers will get the ball. Damon Washington on the kickoff return. Mississippi has had issues covering kicks and almost gave one up there. Same thing endorsing Cam Newton. With the second half underway, Newton on the loose, doing his thing. And Cam Newton runs out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
Now they come with a sweep off of that play.
This is McCaleb, the one that went for a 68-yard touchdown in the first half. Down to Quinn. We've seen evidence of that already. Handed off to Dwyer. Dyer bounces off a potential tackler and goes down to the 30-yard line, actually inside the 30 at the 29. Handed off again to Newton. Pardon me.
Get the right play.
See what materializes here. In space, Michael Dyer. They come with a little bit of heat on Newton. And he's sacked back at the 32-yard line. Alan Walker making... And he knocks it through.
The mentality here at Ole Miss has been unbelievable. They've been a little too hospitable to Auburn. Yeah. Particularly Auburn's offense so far.
Let's see what they can do here. Return. This is Grandy, and Grandy brought down at about the 22-yard line. Well, tomorrow to start to think about becoming bowl eligible. Masoli keeps it himself on a predetermined run. And has nowhere to go, brought down by Damon Washington.
That's just what how much they've improved over the course of last year.
Improved to the point where they bring down Masoli after a gain of about 1. That was Zach Clayton. Masoli under some heat. Into coverage and incomplete. And 4th and 9. Third punt of the night. There was Carr at the 35. Carr brought down immediately. That time, good punt coverage. But 1st and 10. Dyer, the freshman, nice run out near the 40-yard line. Newton takes off. What a move. Cam Newton. A burst up the field for the first down. Newton keeps it. And a nice move on the edge. And Cam Newton slides in wisely inside the 30. Then Newton hands it off to Dyer. Dyer in the seam. And in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Blowing this game out in the third quarter.
Including that quarterback for Auburn.
All 6'6", 250 of them. Right now, his team with a 44-17 lead. Grandy on the return. And Grandy brought down just outside the 20. Masoli keeps it and has nowhere to go. His forward progress is going to. Masoli under heat steps up. And Masoli runs out of bounds just shy of the 25. Picks up. We're going to keep this drive alive. 3rd and 11. Masoli incomplete at the 30-yard line. Dropped. Campbell punting from his own 15.
Wow.
A high spiral hangs up for a long time, and that's the type of punt that head coach Houston Nutt has been. Michael Dyer taking it off to the left side of that offensive line, breaks it back, cuts back nicely.
Always trying to manage that environment.
Here's Dyer. Picks up a first down for the Tigers, and Dyer again. Still looking fast and spry on 2nd and 4. Hey, Newton brought down for little or no gain on the play.
He said, hey, I just want to win. I'm an Auburn man.
Takes the pass to one of his wide receivers. That's Emory Blake to pick up a couple of yards.
The biggest in the country, this freshman punter. He's a big guy.
Campbell gets off a high punt that comes down at the 17-yard line.
You can see why you come back to Ole Miss.
On first down and a good sidestep, but not quite good enough.
Living the dream now. You know, excuse me,
out
Mark.
to the 21.
You know, in the back of Gene,
The official's going to.
He's had this year. That's a challenge.
3rd and 2. Pass complete for the first down and then some to Melvin Harris, and Harris still on his feet towards midfield at UNLV. Michigan State, Missouri, and Utah.
Here's what Masoli does right here.
Pass incomplete. And speaking of Masoli, Bucks have, then he'd be eligible to play. Thus, he is playing officially as a walk-on. That's going to be Jeff Scott. Toss to the wide side of the field. Nice open field tackle almost. Jeff Scott getting enough for the first down. One of the best comeback stories in all of college football this year. Just the fact that Etheridge is on the field. Masoli. Incomplete. As Masoli brought down near the line of scrimmage, doctors said, Bob, that
you just saw him on that open field tackle. Takes a lot of courage to play this football game.
Masoli up top. There's going to be a flag thrown on the play. Sit in and
Pass interference. Number 15 of the 15-yard penalty.
the families have gotten to know each other. Zach Etheridge's. They hand it off all for naught. Brandon Bolden.
All of a sudden they got thinned out a little bit of talent. Another bad snap right there.
Masoli on the move. Complete at the 20-yard line. Still a couple of yards short of the first down is Brandon Bolden. Hawkins moving in there this week. 3rd and 2. Hand it off, and this is going to be a touchdown for Bolden. Extra point good, and a good sign for Bolden, who had a crucial 255-pound chassis. A lot of talent. And an onside kick.
Yeah, they just recovered that onside kick.
And Ole Miss has the ball back, down by just 20 points. Masoli hands it off, but nowhere to go that time.
Auburn's bringing pressure.
Masoli, cool in the pocket, completes the pass to the 47. Masoli, incomplete, and Melvin Harris talked about it during the break. Pretty much guarantees that Cam Newton will come back for another series at least. Carr with the fair catch at the 1st and 10. One of the few times that he's run tonight. 2nd down and 8. There's Dyer. He's had a good second half. And adding to those numbers here, Dyer brought down at the 42-yard line by.
And you see why he was such a highly recruited player.
Here he is again. Got a nice block. That offensive line really making a lot of room for him. A game. Newton completes the pass at the 37-yard line to Terrell Zachary. And almost had one there, right between the tackles down to the 31.
The east-west stuff with Michaela. Again.
Here's Dyer down to the 25-yard line.
Houston wasn't committed enough to go totally to this scheme.
Here's Dyer again on a sweep down to the 21-yard line.
He should get a raise.
3rd and 1. And Dyer brought down.
Most LSU has ever given up in the history of their program.
Dyer again, one man to beat. Gets by. Still on his feet and inside the 10-yard line. Incomplete. Out of the backfield, a great stiff arm and a touchdown by Zachary.
Everybody has a role on this team and has handled it unselfishly. And that's a big plus.
Players have heard it from fellow students all week walking around campus, in and around town at Toomer's Corner and beyond. His need on the kickoff return, just Auburn loyalists, clad in orange, still here. And as opposed to... All right, Wendy back here on the reverse. It's Marquise Summers into Auburn territory at about the... If Oregon loses, you think that they finally cut Boise State a little bit of a break as Summers makes another catch.
Statistically, our number one. There would be a lot of points in that game. And I think that would be a great game.
Masoli up top, wide open and incomplete at the
percent on the season.
And tonight it's right around 42. Almost an interception thrown by Masoli, as you saw a moment ago, the athletic director at Auburn. It's complete down to the 21-yard line.
Enjoying every moment of this, huh?
Masoli completes it. Brandy brought down at the 13-yard line.
Negative thing to anybody since he's been here.
Making a determined, spirited run there. Tiptoes out of bounds.
There's crowd noise. The problem is it's Auburn's crowd making the noise.
And Bolden will score a touchdown, his second of the night. 10 plays, 73 yards. And it's with the judges there, one of the officials on the sidelines. This is Damon Washington on the return, and he goes down to the 17-yard line, working the ball boy.
Boy, Auburn in great shape. Right now, back at his house in Scottsdale.
Big Tiger fan, Brad. Ariel Fenton.
Particularly when you're going to play Alabama.
3rd and 2. Here's Fannin on the move. Fannin had